Welcome to week 1 of Developmental Literacy Lab 3041. Before I begin talking about week 1, I want to tell all of you that this is one of my favorite classes to teach. As a literacy coach, my job was to support teachers implementing a balanced literacy framework in their classrooms. Well, this week, we're going to be looking at memories of our early learning environments. Think about how you learn to read and write. Depending on our backgrounds, we may have learned to read using a basal series or by being surrounded by trade books in the classroom. In week 1, you are exploring your own background and beliefs of early literacy learning. And you will find your own pedagogical middle ground based on course readings. There is an overwhelming amount of literature and information in the field of literacy. Historically, there has been 2 distinct camps about emergent literacy: phonics versus whole language. These camps seem to be on opposite ends of the continuum. In this course, you are exploring a common ground known as the Balanced Literacy Framework, or BLF. As a classroom teacher in the elementary grades, much of your focus is going to be on literacy, since you are laying that foundation for later content area literacy success, and you are essentially opening the door to a whole new literate world for your students. Your approach to the teaching of reading and writing will be of the utmost importance to your children and will be reflected throughout the culture of your classroom. Think about what your classroom will say about you as a teacher of reading and writing. We all bring to the classroom our beliefs and expectations of what learning to read and write entails. And many of those beliefs stem from our own personal childhood experience or the experiences of our own children in a classroom. As we begin to unravel our thoughts, we will learn to balance them with a true research base. What does the research teach us about best practices in the literacy framework? So by the end of the week, you will be able to explain the balanced literacy framework as it relates to your licensure area. Bear with me. Next, under resources, are assignments by the week they are due. Here is the rubric for week 1. It is only worth 20 points. Reading assignment for week 1 are chapters 1, 2, and 3 in guided reading by Fountas and Pinnell. This is the parent permission form that you need to complete and just email that form to me. Please be sure that you have a rationale for the student that you have selected. And remember that you're going to be implementing what you are learning in class, those elements of the Balanced Literacy Framework. Video guidelines for each week. You're going to be asked to work with one student and to videotape your work. Due to the nature of our work, I would highly suggest that you find a child in a grade consistent with your chosen licensure area, but that's completely up to you. You may work with a neighbor's child, a friend's child, a child from church, or even your own child. But it is imperative that you work with the same child each week so that you can begin to know them as a learner. It is also important for the continuity of your final case study project for this course. The videos that you create will be used strictly for this course and will not be made available to the general public. You will be uploading your videos to a personal YouTube account, which is very easy to create, and the link should be posted on the discussion board each week. When uploading videos, be sure to choose the unlisted privacy option so that only those who have the link can access the video. And the only one in our class that will have that link is me. Guidelines. Since this is a lab course, you will need to be able to show your work, which can only be done through videotaping. It is your responsibility to secure a video camera for the length of this course, while most of our videos are already on our computers. Videos need to be posted no later than Saturday at 11:59 p.m. for the week that they are due. It is highly recommended that you upload your work to YouTube a few days early so that you can troubleshoot any technical problems. I can do my best to help you, but many times the issues are technical and require MVNU tech support assistance. When creating your video, please consider the following. Professionalism. Now, I don't expect you to be dressed up and be stuffy, but please remember that you are representing both yourself as a professional and the MVNU institution. Think about this. Would I want a potential employer to see this? Quality. Being a professional videographer is not a requirement, but I do need to be able to see and hear your work. Be sure to check your video camera to make sure both you and the child are in the frame. Also, please try to limit background noise. Some of the children that you work with speak very softly, and often it's difficult to hear. The length of the videos should be between 5 and 10 minutes in length. Please don't go beyond that, as there are lots of people in this class, and in order to score each video with the rubric, that's going to take quite a bit of time, and I like to get them back in a timely manner. So please limit the length of your videos to between 5 and 10 minutes. Remember, it is always a good idea to preview your work before you post it. All right, week 1 assignment, introductions and balanced literacy. After reading the framework from this week, create a brief 5-minute video introducing yourself to the class and explaining your understanding of the balanced literacy framework. Compare this framework to the phonics or whole language approaches to teaching literacy. What similarities and differences are apparent to you? What are some things you expect to learn in this course? If you are enrolled in 3043, you may use the information you wrote for the discussion forum as a springboard for your video. There's no need to do additional research. selecting a student to tutor. To fulfill the requirements, you're going to select a student to tutor. Your student should be within your licensure area. Once you have selected a student, please affirm your selection here. Be sure to have the student's family complete the parent permission form and attach it within this forum. I know earlier I said to email it to me, but just attach it to this forum. If you have any questions about week 1, please ask me. My job is to help you learn as much as possible. And if you don't ask questions, I don't know that you are not understanding something. I look forward to our learning together. Thank you.